Hey there, welcome to the channel. I'm the Honest Notes and today I have another album review for you guys. This is episode 33 and today I have the, I believe, third album. Yes, it is. I have the third album by probably the biggest emo slash pop punk band, My Chemical Romance. Of course, this is their biggest album, I believe. They also have their previous album live on the, no, I think, yeah, that's a live album. Didn't say anything. Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge is their second album, also highly considered to be their best one, their second and third. But the Black Parade is, I believe, more popular, it is more acclaimed, so yeah, it was of course requested by Shinnel, who also requested the Blurry Face album, which I wasn't a very big fan of, but it was still alright. And I had basically the same feeling about this album. Also, it was not the best, but it was not horrible either. So yeah, let's get into the track listing. Yeah, my opinion about My Chemical Romance. They are alright. Don't hate them, don't love them, but I'm a bit mixed with them. They are a bit pop punk rock, and yeah, they're still alright in doing that. But the defining band for me is, of course, when I did Dookie with Green Day. Of course, that is just my favorite punk slash pop punk band. They did it the best. They are just the best in general, and everything other than that I think is pretty shit. And I think My Chemical Romance is still alright, but doesn't hold up a candle to Green Day. But that's my opinion. Yeah, let's get into the track listing. The End is of course the first song of this album, and it is of course, it is a bit of a intro, and it is a bit weird that it is titled The End with a point at the end, but I don't know. Yeah, just a few heartbeats and not a lot going on, so I don't have a lot to say about it. Just a bit, yeah, just a bit of a weird ominous intro and not the best opener. So yeah, there we are. Actually, Gerard Way is the singer of the band, who also did a collaboration with deadmau5, I believe, with a song he did. So that is how I know the name. Who's the guitarist? Ray Toro. Yeah, I actually wanted to know the name of the lead guitarist, Ray Toro, because he played an excellent riff on that with an explanation mark. There we are. Yeah, really like the heavier riffs on that. Not a lot going on, just yeah, it is just about revenge, stuff like that, about just being dead and killing a lot, and that is what the Black Parade is all about. Just killing a lot and just have balls to do the things that you are afraid of. The Black Parade, the parade of walking with your friends, with your, yeah, family members maybe. The Black Parade to walk in the blackest of days, but together with the people you love. I think it's about that, but if I'm wrong, correct me. This Is How I Dissapear is a bit of it is longer, but it is a bit more acoustic, I believe, at the beginning. Yeah, I actually like, I think it has an acoustic beginning. I like that about the song. It is of course a bit quiet, and it takes a bit of inspiration of the grunge scene, because it is first quiet and then it is bug wild at the end. Yeah, I like the diversity on this song. Not my favorite, but not my least favorite also. Still a good song. Yeah, it's alright. The Sharpest Lives is of course talking about the people in the Black Parade that you want. That you want, or that you care about the most, the people that you really want to see live, and maybe offering your own life to to see them still alive. Maybe you offer your own life. Yeah, the meaning of the song, it is pretty nice, I would say. Yeah, just a lot of good arrangements from Ray Toro, lead guitar, Frank Iero, rhythm guitar, Bob Breyer, drums, Gerard Way, of course, lead vocals, and Mikey Way with bass guitar. Yeah, really like all the arrangements on it. Good song in general, and yeah, nothing really wrong to say about it. Welcome to the Black Parade is of course the one of the most popular songs of My Chemical Romance that they ever did. It just builds and builds, and just the vocals by Jared Way. We carry on, we carry on. Are just a lot of inspiring, and when you hear that and you are in a fight or something like that, then it really helps you to win that, because it has just a lot of determination, a lot of energy. I think on the whole album the vocals are a bit in the way for me, but still they were still pretty good from Jared Way, but I'm just not the biggest fan of his voice. Yeah, Welcome to the Black Parade is definitely, I would say, the highlight of the entire record. Really like the song. Wouldn't mind to play it again, but it is definitely a grower on me, because I'm just not the biggest My Chemical Romance fan. But I think this album is still alright. I Don't Love You is the sixth track, and this is about, of course, unrequited love. It is a bit of a more short and snappy number after the massive Welcome to the Black Parade. Yeah, still like all the arrangements on there. Definitely one of the highlights of the album because of its diversity with a bit of a similar song, This Is How I Dissapear. Yeah, I actually really liked all the arrangements on it, like I said, and yeah, just a modern classic. House of Wolves has still House of Wolves is also the seventh song, the midway point. House of Wolves has a good chunking riff at the beginning from Ray Toro, I believe. Yeah, yes it is. Yeah, but of course the length is a bit in the way. It is only 3 minutes, and it is of course a bit of an overshadowing song because it is right between the big songs. So there we are. Yeah, I would say still a good song, bit underrated, bit of a dark horse on the Black Parade album, but in my opinion still a memorable song to jam out to here and again. Yeah, just a lot of good arrangements on it, like I said, and yeah, definitely a song that must not be overlooked. But that is very difficult when you have a track like track 8, Cancer. And this is of course a bit of the emotional song from My Chemical Romance, just talking about, of course, cancer. And it is very brave that My Chemical Romance tries to dare to do something like this, just naming a song Cancer and releasing it on one of your biggest albums ever. So yeah, definitely My Chemical Romance has balls to do this, and when I hear the song, of course, it is short and snappy, but I mean the emotion in Jared Way's vocals and the way he means it with his acoustic guitar is really just very great to hear, and definitely one of the highlights of the whole album. Yeah, definitely, like I said, My Chemical Romance has some balls, and they definitely showcase this in track 8, Cancer. Mama is the 9th track featuring Lisa Minnelli. Yeah, this is also a bit of a snappy number, a bit of acoustic, a bit similar to Cancer, but then a bit more uplifting. Of course, the vocals from Lisa Minnelli help to diverse the album more, and I like that about her vocal style, that she changes it up from Jared Way's. And yeah, just an all-round good song, and of course a bit of a hard pill to swallow after the emotional tearjerker, which is Cancer. Mama is of course a bit of a uplifter to help you get through the entire record, because track 8 was just really sad, and Mama is just a bit more uplifting. Mama, I love you, Mama, You need your mama, and truly Black Parade, because maybe you don't make it, and we all need our mamas, stuff like that. Sleep is of course a reminder that when you want to be strong for the album, if you want to succeed with the Black Parade, you also need some sleep. You need your mama, you need some sleep. And yeah, of course, this, like the title suggests, it is a bit boring. It was a bit of. I think the last 5 songs of the album are a bit boring for me. The first 9 songs are pretty good, I would say, but the last 5 songs are a bit tiring on me. Sleep is still a good song, just a lot of great arrangements from the band itself, but a bit of a sleepover, a bit of a boring song, I would say, a bit forgettable. So yeah, not the best one, but for some people it may be their favorite, maybe not. Just not a lot to say about it. Teenagers is of course My Chemical Romance shouting out their most of their fans, because most of their fans are teenagers, a bit of the emo scene, which they were crowned for to be the biggest ones, the biggest crybabies. No offense, but I see emo kids like that. But teenagers is just a bit of a shout out to the fans, a bit of a, how would you say that? Fourth wall break, maybe something like that. That they surprise the listeners with teenagers. Of course, the demographic. I am also still a teenager, just a year now, or another year, and then I'm not anymore. But one more year left. That is what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, definitely a lot of good guitar from Ray Toro, and just a lot of great arrangements from Rob Breyer on drums, of course, and Frank Iero on rhythm, and Mikey Way on the bass. Yeah, of course, everyone from the band delivers on teenagers, but it just hasn't have the same energy as one of their opening songs, one of their earlier songs on the album, the first side. Disenchanted has actually, I really like the acoustic guitar in the beginning, and this also takes a bit of inspiration, influence from the grunge scene, which I like. I like that My Chemical Romance is paying tribute to bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, bands like that on the at the grunge scene, on the grunge scene, whatever you will name them. Yeah, like the snappy sounds, like the acoustics at the beginning, and like the vocals from Jared Way all the way through. Yeah, definitely a bit of a comeback song after some bit of boring songs like Sleep and Teenagers, in my opinion, not their best one. But Disenchanted is a great comeback for the band, and hopefully they can finish this album off very, very good with their last song, the 13th track, which is Famous Last Words, which was a bit of a mixed bag for me. It was good here and there, but it lost a bit interest for me after. Yeah, it is just, in my opinion, a bit of a chaotic word, a chaotic track. It is of course talking about the just bit of a committing suicide act, or storming in with your group with the Black Parade, of course, and just completely destroying yourself because you want to win, but it is not easy if you don't give it your all. So they give it their all, and maybe it is costing their life. So with the concept, with the Black Parade, if it is a concept, of course. Yeah, it truly speaks a good story, and I really like that it has a good story. But the song for me is a bit mixed. Here and there it is pretty acoustic, I would say, melodic. Other times it is a bit distorted and a bit just not for me, I would say. And the vocals from Jared Way are not one of his best on Famous Last Words. Just a bit whiny, I would say. Not my favorite track, but still a good closer, I would say. Famous Last Words. Yeah, good song I would say. Not one of my favorites, but still a good closer. And when you think it is all over, you have a bit of a short and snappy song, or a bit of a darker song, which is Blood. And this is talking about, of course, when all your enemies and most of your family members, friends from the army, the Black Parade, are dying. They are, of course, bleeding out. And Jared Way is saying, of course, I love blood, stuff like that. Pour it in your glass and drink it up. Really weird lyrics like that. Yeah, it definitely sticks in my head because those are one of the actual few lyrics I remembered. So yeah, Blood has definitely a lasting impact on fans and critics because of its weird undertone and just the dark and just the messed up message it is given that um, yeah, that there's gonna be blood everywhere when you fight, when you go to war, when you go to the Black Parade, there is gonna be blood everywhere. So in conclusion, don't fucking fight. Live all happily together. Don't start a Black Parade because those are not the happy days of your life. But yeah, overall I enjoyed the record. I wouldn't say it is one of my favorites. Yeah, it is of course a bit difficult to rate because you have just masterpiece after masterpiece on this channel, and then you get a album like My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade, and actually this is one complaint I have with not per se the album itself, but with the CD. I tried to play the CD and it didn't work. That is a bit strange. So I was on. I was actually on my Spotify account to listen to the album. So if you want to buy a CD from My Chemical Romance and you want to play it, I recommend just that you buy it on if it is on vinyl, you buy it on vinyl, or you just listen to it on Spotify, stuff like that. But don't buy the CD. I like My Chemical Romance, I like the Black Parade, but don't buy this because it doesn't work. It doesn't work with me, so probably it doesn't work with you. So there we are. But yeah, in conclusion, I like the record. I would say I actually prefer it over Blurry Face, which I gave a 7.8, so the rating is gonna be higher. Because I like riffs, I like bass lines, and um, the upside with My Chemical Romance is that they have that. They have guitar, they have bass, but they're not the best ones that I have heard playing. So of course there are always better guitarists than bassists and drummers out there, and singers, of course. No offense, Jared Way, you're a good singer, but you're not for me, and your band is not for me. Just a bit too much emo. But I've heard they strayed away from that. That they don't do that anymore, and I think this is actually a poster. Yeah, this is actually a poster. Welcome to the Black Parade. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool, and of course the backside. And these are of course song lyrics and a bit of artwork right here. Yeah, really like the artwork from My Chemical Romance. It looks pretty good, and the book actually smells pretty ancient, like a museum or something like that. I can't really explain it, but it smells old school, if that is a term. Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking dumb, but that is what I'm thinking at the moment. So there we are. I'm trying to get this fucking note in here again, but it is a bit difficult to do. Can I do it? Can I do it? This is a bit of filler right here. Or my entire channel is filler. Burn. Yeah, but overall I like the record. I'm not the biggest My Chemical Romance fans. I'm not the biggest My Chemical Romance fan. Just saying how it is. Still like the record. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It will still get a 8 for me. Yeah, just a good record in general. Like I said, just some standout tracks like Mama, Cancer, Welcome to the Black Parade, I Don't Love You, stuff like that. I really enjoyed the begin riff of Dead. Really like that. Probably one of my favorite songs of the whole album, Dead. Bit of the opener track because the end isn't really a track. It's more of sounds here and there. So I would probably say that Dead is my favorite song of My Chemical Romance so far, or from the Black Parade, because it screams the most punk. It is the most punk rock song of the album. It has the most balls in my opinion, and it just screams badass. And unfortunately, they didn't showcase this on the entire record, but it will still get the album will still get a 8 for me. Like I said, slightly better than Blurry Face in my opinion, but yeah, that is how it is. Don't love the records, don't hate them. They're just alright in my opinion. Still an 8, so they don't have a lot of complaining to do. Yeah, that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the album review. Let of course know what your rating is for the Black Parade from My Chemical Romance. Let me know it, and I'll probably react to it. Let me know an album review or something other you want me to do on the channel. You can comment it down below in the comments, and I will react to it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, like the video, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, the ominous nose for more videos like this. Yeah, and that is all, and damn it. All I have left to say is God bless, stay safe, and take care.